Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm a bit late. I was having some challenges with the old camera, technology at its finest. But we're here now, so hello, welcome. I hope you're all having a great work day. It's been a busy week for myself. I can imagine for everybody else. For those who don't know, my name is Mandy. I'm one half of Salt and Sass, but you'll probably see me most often on the channel. Suzanne's usually in hiding, but now she's got a lot going on too, so easier for me to stream. So yeah. So we're gonna do another reading today in Finding Calm. So if anybody missed it, we did it yesterday. Um just like an overview, kind of how the game plays. And we did move into the game parts, but then we did kind of look for certain cards. Today we'll try and play it as like the games as a game. So we're trying to make sure we have one card face up. Ideally, if we just have, I think it's 7 face down, that'll let us get more cards. So looking forward to that. Hello, Chelka. Thanks for popping in. I know you're into the same kind of cards that I like, so this will be cool. I'm glad you're here. And sometimes I just can't the decisions. I'm like, oh gosh, if I do this, can do this. I need somebody else to help me out. So even if it's just us today, that is a-okay. I'm thinking I'll do one today, see how we go. And then if we get into the new cards, I'll do another one on Friday. If not, maybe I'll do a different game. I really want to get to the solo RPGs that I keep talking about. It's just been wild. I'm still trying to get through In the Ashes. Korg came in. It's been a lot. Hey, Time Ruler, thanks for popping in. Good timing. We're just about to get started. So if you hang out, you'll get to see the reading of Finding Calm. I need it. I'm having a week. Anybody else? It's just, try to be patient with people and kind. Kind is always good. Am I always nice? Maybe not, but I think I'm kind. I don't know. Maybe people will tell you otherwise, but anyway. It's one of those weeks at work, and we're approaching the end, so I think I need the calming in this game. So if you're at your desk and this is your lunch break, step away from your desk. You don't have to listen to me, but it's not good to keep working. All right, that's all I'm gonna say today about that. All right, let's pop into the game. I hope my camera is not misbehaving. It's not my camera, it's OBS, but we're gonna see what happens. All right, so I gotta do a little swing over situation. Anybody else use webcams as a secondary camera? Then just throwing this out there. This camera is not a webcam, but I have another one I use, and it gives me so many problems with color. So I know a lot of you stream Time Roller. I'm looking at you. Let me know, because they're good ones, but they're giving me some problems. So let me swing over here. We got to do a little maneuvering. I got a different microphone here too, so there we go. Oh, that's not, we don't need to go all that. You use webcams. Okay, so this is not a webcam. This is the same camera I was using before. I have the Logitech ones, the 922s. I've had them for years and they're great, but lately they've been real weird. You have the Brios. Okay, well, voilà, as you know, comme se dit en français, voilà. Those are like the 4K ones. That's a little out of my budget right now. So, okay, that explains plenty. Thank you. I did ask. I'll make it work with my 922s, which are supposed to be the good ones, but lately they're giving problems. I think it's an OBS issue. But anyway, I digress. Thank you for sharing. And that would explain why you're not having the same issues I'm having. All right, Finding Calm. Is this working? Yay, it's working. So let me scooch up nice and close here. Let me just position myself. I got to get comfy if I do all this stuff. There we go. Yeah, okay. So, for those who missed it, what we're doing, I'm going to do a little commencer en français. Brasser des cartes. Shake the cards. I mean, shuffle. Sorry, all. You might get some bits of French. I've been, for work, I have to speak French. And Lord knows I've been practicing as much as I should be. So, I will try to, it'll be mostly in English, but, some French may slip out. Okay, thanks, Time Roller. Logitune. Yeah, I was using something else, and I think they discontinued the app. So, looking to see. Ah! Evil Machine. Salut! Evil Machine. Tu parles français? Sorry, the closed captions is not going to capture this very well, so I apologize in advance. I just asked if Evil Machine speaks French. So, did we determine if you were Canadian? I mean, you don't have to be Canadian to speak French. I was just curious. Anyway, I'm all over the place. ADHD at its finest today, everybody. All right, let me shuffle the cards. All right, we got this going. Perfect. So the deck will pop over here. All right. So I know Shellcat was very vocal, and I appreciated helping me. Oh, you're from Brazil, so you speak Portuguese. So my grandfather is part Portuguese. So I'm like, I guess that makes me like a quarter, maybe a half. I don't know. Not even a half. But it is something that we talk about in the family. So yeah, so I have that. Very cool. But again, if you speak Portuguese, that is a language I should learn. My grandfather's rolling in his grave thinking about that. Like, hey, you still haven't learned. Very cool. A place I'd like to visit. Brazil. Okay, so please feel free to jump it in the chat. If you have opinions, you want me to choose a card, place a card, I'm here for it. Like, this is our reading. And Chelcat, please, I know you were very helpful yesterday when I was struggling with making decisions. So let's get going. So first card we're going to do is we flip it. This goes in the middle. Okay. We'll try not to catch the light. It's been real problematic here. So let's just do that. And we can zoom in a little bit if people need to see, but I think that should be sufficient. So that is the arrow, and I'll show you what that looks like up close. So this just starts the reading, starts what our little spread that we're going to do. And it's going to be a 3x3 grid. I'm only repeating this for people who maybe didn't catch the full stream yesterday. Okay, so we don't know what that means yet, but we got it. So now we have the next card. Our options are to move a card. Doesn't really behoove us to do that at this moment. It's beneficial for us to maybe just flip it and see what the card is, and then we place it. Now, depending on the symbol that shows up on the card where we place it, it may flip this card, which is good. The goal is to have one card face up the end of the reading, and empty spaces, as we determined yesterday, qualify as a face-up card. We want to get to these cards, which are more cards with more abilities. Okay, so next card is the coin. Now this did show up in our last reading. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't think we ended up with it, if I remember. So now, the only way for this card to flip is if I place this card on top, because it has a sun, and the sun is going to cause a flip. Moons, oh, actually, that's a lie. Or down here, because that also has a sun. But if I place it by the moon, even though this has a sun, it doesn't flip this one. It's the card you're placing, which I played incorrectly with Stephanie the first time we played. It was a lot of flipping because we were flipping if there was a sun and flip. It's the card you're playing. So if you'd like, you can give some input as I ponder. Do we want to put the coin where it doesn't flip and it stays open? Or do we want to put it above or below the arrow to cause it to flip? What are your thoughts? Again, don't be shy. I know people are working, so if I don't hear from you in a bit, then I'll just make a decision. I'm thinking myself how I feel about the coin. I gotta see. I know it came up in our last reading, which is kind of interesting, and I kind of like that. Is that, maybe I'm overanalyzing. Maybe that's like a sign that I should have it in the display. I don't know. Okay. I think. Flip the arrow? Okay, Chelcat. I think I like where this is going. So right now it doesn't really matter. It's on the top or the bottom. Just for our purposes, I'm going to put it at the top. It still would have flipped regardless, the arrows. So we're going to flip the arrows. Okay, there we go. So we're on our way to having a flip down kind of tableau. All right, I'm flipping the next card. I don't see any point in moving anything right now. If we decided to move a card adjacent to a valid space, we would toss this card. You get to see it, but it doesn't go in the display. Okay, so here we go. Next card. The Lighthouse. Now, this also made an appearance in our last reading. I like the Lighthouse personally. But this one definitely has a lot of, well, it only has two. I don't know why it only has two. I feel like it should have more, but I guess thematically it makes sense that it only has the two light sources. Okay, I'm analyzing this way too much. I'm so sorry, everybody. There we go. Throw some stars in there for y'all to get some points. I feel like the coin is telling us something. We had it in our last read. I mean, to be fair, it will come out. But it came out early this time. So I love that you're in it, Chelcat. I love it. Yes. Exclamation jump. Get you those stars. This week, and I'm hoping to get the game sorted out. It's complicated. All right, so we just flipped that. I don't really want to flip the coin. I'm kind of feeling it in our little spread. Let me just pop this up a little bit more. We could keep the lighthouse, as in, it's not going to flip anything because there's nothing adjacent to it with the stars. Hey-oh, nice, Evo Machine. And then this has a moon, so it's not going to flip this. You know what? I'm going to do this. We're going to go with this. If you think something is egregious, like made a move, you're like, oh my gosh, no, tell me. We'll switch it up. I'm open to it. Okay, next card. The Journey. Oh, let me see if I can not catch the light. There we go. So the Journey, that might be kind of a good one. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Where's life taking us? I know yesterday life was taking me down a very angry hole. Okay, that sounded really horrible. An angry space. Let's go with that. Oh my gosh. But we don't want to be there. We don't want to be there. So, all right. So, the Journey. Now, if I put this beside the lighthouse, it will flip the lighthouse. And here it'll also flip it, and here. If I put it on the other side, it won't flip, but remember the goal is to have some face down. I kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of into the Journey card. But I feel the Journey and the lighthouse may be on a similar plane or vibe. So if anyone's wondering, like, how are you catching that? Thank you, Shellcat, 100%. So, and that is something I always forget. You can, this is also a valid placement on top of the blank card. Or, not the blank card, the flipped over card, excuse me. So in doing so, and you know what? I actually like that because I do want to keep the coin. I think that's great. And then we can flip the lighthouse. Not that I'm averse to having the lighthouse, but I feel Journey and lighthouse are in the same kind of, plane is not the word I'm looking for, but I feel like they might kind of, they're like it's a pathway. You know, the Journey, I guess, is more of how you got there. Yeah, that's probably it. The Journey is more probably how you got there. The lighthouse is forging the path ahead. Maybe? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. So, oh my gosh, Chelke, you're just kicking butt with these. Okay, so we're going to flip that just because there's a sun icon here. All right, let's try that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm probably going to run a stream at some point where if y'all are around, I got to test some of these game things. I'm not really sure how they work. I might get y'all to help me out. Okay, next card we have is Lunar Cycle. Oh, this card is pretty. I like this one. I know we have, like, all these cards are going to come out. It's just a matter of whether they stay face up. So this one definitely has a lot more suns on it. So we could... So again, it could go here. But keeping in mind, empty spaces are also not good. So I should try to fill in if I can. I don't really, but I like this card. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to get one card face up, so I really got to make some decisions. So, the Journey or the coin? I feel like I like the way the coin's going, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in the display. I could put it here. I don't know. The Journey also calls me. This is why I do 3 card spreads. Past, present, future. Then I can see all the things. This makes me make decisions and I'm not a fan. I mean, I am a fan, but anyway, ignore me. I'm having a crisis apparently. So I think I'm going to, unless anyone has objections, I think I'm going to flip the coin. This is like my life. Okay, let's do that. I made a decision. We're doing it. Okay, so now I don't see the need to move anything yet. So, Evo Machine. That's a great question. So, you don't know anything about tarot. Are those regular tarot cards or custom for the game? So, and this is where Chelcat, please jump in. I do a little bit of reading for myself, like just dabbling. And I know we had a discussion yesterday about Oracle, Tarot, like there are different types of decks. I believe this one was made specifically for this game. I'm going to say game. Some of the cards are very similar to cards you'd find in like tarot or oracle decks. They just have different names. And I have another deck that does the same thing. Like you might have coin. We had a card that said the coin, and then they have cards that are like 5 of coins or something like this. I'm sorry, my memory's really bad. So it's like similar. So I think they're choosing fewer cards maybe, and then just calling them something else. But they may mirror similarities to other decks. So to answer your question succinctly, because apparently us ADHDs can't do that, I do think it's a deck that was made for this game. So Chelcat, this seems to be a custom Oracle deck. There you go. Tarot's pretty specific set. Yes, major and minor arcana, whereas Oracle is way more flexible. And that's where I'm a little ignorant in the rules on that. I have a lot of tarot decks. Mind you, now that I think about it, I think I do have a few oracle decks as well. But yes, this one is definitely more flexible. It doesn't have all those detailing. So I do think it's custom to this, but they may have borrowed some of the theming or ideas from the other types of decks. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I like the game and it's cool, but I want more of the cards. I think the cards are great. And I know I'm not the only one, because a lot of people have commented on it. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Let's go with the next card. Thank you, Chelcat, for jumping in. I know you're probably a bit more well-versed in this than me. Even Stephanie, who's on the channel, she knows a little bit more than I do. I just kind of do my own little readings and check my book, but I'm not an expert by any means. The Tempest. Ooh, gosh, this is nice. I feel like that would make a really nice, like, wrapping paper. Like the lightning, the gold foiling. Okay, wow. You know you're getting old when you're like, that's so pretty, let's make it into wrapping paper. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so putting it here, not a fan, because it does flip. I mean, it's good for the game because it flips these two, but also not because, well, yeah, actually, the only way this is going to work, if I leave this out, I'm not stuck to this card specifically. I just not necessarily about turning the journey. But you know what? If we play the game as we probably should. Yeah, mistakes were made. It's only the sun were on this side, because then I could have flipped both of these. There is a card that has a bunch of suns, but then I don't want it here. I'd want it... No, because it's not adjacent. I'd want it here. Because if I get the one that has a few suns on it, it will flip these three. That's what I'm thinking. If we haven't done it already. My memory is very poor. It might have come out already. Oh, well, lunar cycle does that, so I guess we'll find out. And this is where, if you're good with memory, you'll remember these things. I have a terrible memory. Oh, I knew it was on the wrong side. Okay, the staircase. And this came out as well pretty early in our last one. Simple, but I like it. Okay, so the staircase. I can't put it here because this is face up, but I could... Well, actually... hold on. Thinking. I could put it here. That will flip the Journey and the Tempest. Or... And I mean, at the same time, it's trying to get you to think of what cards are kind of calling to you, right? So I could put it here. It still flips the same cards, but I really should start filling spaces. Okay. So that's going to turn over the Journey. Oops. Because of the suns. The Journey. And the Tempest. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Whoa. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Whether that was a good decision, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. Gosh, that's driving me nuts. There we go. All right. Okay, so. I don't know. Should we move any cards? I mean, we're able to move face-up cards, so I could move any of these if you think it's warranted, but they're not really, there are no cards underneath them. So moving is great if you want to fill a space, right? So there is that. So let's try this. Let's try this. I don't feel the need to move anything right now. If there were cards under there, I might have done it. Okay, the bouquet. And I think this was our center card yesterday, if I recall correctly. Beautiful card. I love it. It's so pretty. Now, this one, I put here, it's going to flip lunar cycle, but then it'll flip the middle back over. I'm kind of not mad about that, actually. I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. Because then I'll get the Journey card that I wanted back. Actually, no, I think I put something on top of that, so no Journey, but that's okay. So we'll flip that because of the sun, and then we'll flip this one. Okay. Oh, no, it was a Journey. I couldn't remember if something else had gone on top. Okay, so not terrible. Okay, do we want to move anything? I'm almost tempted to move cards. Well, actually, I can't. I'd have to move this here or this here, and none of these have cards underneath them. I could also move this here. Which isn't bad, because that's a face-down card. I don't hate that. But then it means I have to discard this, and I don't know what it is. I discard it without looking at it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna discard it, I think, just to position this a little differently. So We will see what it is because you're supposed to flip it over after, but we'll discard the card. I don't want to look at it yet. Yes, I agree, Chuck Ken. Moving the journey down, more options for flipping, and then more than one card at a time. Agreed for game purposes, 100%. So we are going to discard the card to move journey down. Now, we do get to see what it is, but we just don't get to do anything with it. So, the Guardian, which, I'll be honest with you, not a great card for our purposes, because it only had the one sun. So, I'm not overly upset about that. So, it just hangs out. We don't do anything with it. It stays there. So, we do still have a few cards in the deck. And we keep playing until either we're happy with our reading, or the cards run out. Hey, Slivers, it's been a hot minute. How are ya? Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. You're still busy playing, which game was it you were playing last? I feel like you are playing a lot. Brian and I are playing, what is it called? Split Fiction. Oh my gosh, it is so fun. We're going to stream it on Sunday. Anyway, I digress. It's really good. Okay, so now, the next card we have is The Mirror. Oh, lots of light on that one. The Mirror. Now, this one has a lot of stars, which is good. I mean, actually, this is pretty good. Because I could put this here and flip this one. Boop. And this one. There we go. I mean, I'm not mad at this. So have you heard of this game before, Slivers? It's called Finding Calm. I say game, but it's like a very relaxing activity, which I'm okay with. So ideally, we should try and fill this in. Let's see what we have. We can only move face down. There's face up cards. This has nothing underneath it. This has nothing underneath it. No point in moving anything. So, the next card, oh gosh, there it is. That is the game. That's the card that I was very concerned about. Yeah, kind of poo-pooed this a little bit. Okay. You've never heard Finding Calm in any form? Yeah, it doesn't seem like your jam. Oh gosh, this is the card that I was worried about because it flips like everything. So I'm thinking having it on an edge is the best way. I mean, it covers this space, fine, whatever. But it will flip this one back, but then flip this down. So we're not really behind in any form. Does that make sense? So the suns force a flip. So this comes back up. The journey, which, okay, I'm telling you, the journey keeps coming up. There's something there. Well, I'm believing this. And my memory is poor, so it's not like I'm intentionally remembering these things. I'm not. Okay, so we have a few cards left. So technically, we could stop here and just look at the cards here. You're only supposed to pick one to read, but if we want to get to the envelope of cards, let me see. I think we need 7. Yeah, 6 or more face down. So from here, we could just, okay, I'm done, and keep it moving. Because we do meet the requirement to meet the next set of cards. What do y'all think? Should we keep going? Because we do have cards. We're only going to pick one of these to talk about. Or I'll pick one, y'all pick one. But we will get the new cards for next time. What are your thoughts? I don't know. I'm one of those, I guess we should, I'm wondering, should we quit while we're ahead? Or should we keep going? That is the question. I'm thinking. I know, and see, Chelka, that's where I am with you. It's like a nice spread. Like it's a set is a full set of 3, right? Because that's how I usually do a spread when I do my own cards. But that's not interpreted by the game like that. Exactly. So I guess technically we probably should still play. And of course, Slivers is keep going because, he wants to see chaos ensue. You and David, I swear. But I hear you. I'm kind of feeling in that vibe as well. So we'll play it out, but normally if it were me, I would have just ended it here. But for the game purposes, we're going to keep going because we're trying to whittle it down to 1 card. So, do we want to move anything before I flip? Yeah, exactly. I know, Slivers. I know you. I don't know if I should move any cards. I mean, right now, everything's in a space. I mean, moving things in the middle generally is better. Because then it gives you access to more cards. Like, you could either put a card here, which would affect these 2, or here. I'm thinking maybe I could put Journey back to the middle. I'd have to toss whatever this card is. So, yeah. Okay, we're on the same vibe. I agree. So we're going to toss this card just to give us some options here. Okay. And now we do get to see what it is. Oh, please don't be good. Okay, that's not bad. So the reason why we were wondering, like, well, I was worried, the more suns you have, the more things that flip. This has fewer suns. So it wasn't really going to help a ton, is what I'm saying. So that could have gone way worse. So not mad at that. Slivers. Exactly. Got to keep things exciting. All right, here we go. So the next card is the Breeze. This is one of my favorite cards. Sorry, the lighting's a bit strong there. There we go. So that one is not terrible. Also not great. Yeah, I don't want to put it there. I don't want to put it in a corner. It'll get stuck. I could put it on an end. No, that's a great question, Silvers. It is not solo only. It plays, I'm just check the box quickly, 1 to 4. So I did play it with Steph on the train when we were traveling from Toronto, and it played great. Like, you know, she takes a turn, I take a turn, and then if you have more than one card in the display, you can each of you choose one to read about, and we'll get to the reading after we're done. Or if it's one card, then you both read it and interpret what you want from it. So no, it's 1 to 4 players. I'm playing it solo, you know, the whole Mandi versus solo thing, but yeah, totally can play it in a group. It's not meant to be super taxing, I don't think. So I think putting this here is probably not terrible, and then it does flip the card of my dreams, but if the journey is meant to be, it will come back. This is like random. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, my pleasure, Slivers. Okay, the baker. I feel like the baker was in this last time when we were like, ugh, and I feel like the baker is going to give us the business now. Oh, this is trash. I should have moved that card when I had the chance. So, the only way for me to work with the baker right now is to put him here. Because if I put him here, he's going to flip an extra card. He's going to flip these 2 cards, which doesn't make any sense. I could put him here, technically. Actually, that might be better. And then he flips this card. I mean, it is. Feel free to put the baker in your house. All right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love baker. In a reading, not really what I was going for. But I hear you. So this is the last card. So let's hope it helps us flip maybe 2 cards. If not, that's the thing. Okay. That did not go the way I would have liked. Actually, that's terrible. Oh no, I forgot about this card, the flame. So you see all those like suns on it? This is not good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. So, yeah, I think this is really the only, well, I shouldn't say that. Yeah. If I put it here, it'll flip. I mean, we're no farther behind. So flip that, but we do flip this one. Okay, so this is what we ended up. Look at that. Yes, thank you, Chelka. You're right. It does still give us the 6 we need. So for those who had jumped in later, in order for us to get to this next pack of cards, we needed 6 face down. Back to where we started. Funny enough, the coin. Remember, I kept saying the coin just seemed to like stand out. It was between the coin and the journey, but the coin came out early, and lo and behold, the coin is there. So I feel like I need to read about the coin, but if anybody else wants me to read about any other card, I will. So I'm going to read the coin. There's also the flame and the mirror. If one appeals to you more, put it in the chat. I'm going to read out loud the coin because that one's been calling to me since we started. So let me check it out. So I'm just checking the book to see where the card is in the display and that specific card, and I will read it. So bear with me while I look it up. But in the meantime, if you want me to read a card, let me know. Or if you're comfortable with the coin, that's cool too. All right, and that ended up here. All right, here we go. The coin. Practice shades of gray. The world is rarely all or nothing. That's why thinking in extremes, like if I don't succeed at this, I'm a complete failure, is typically unhelpful. Most real-life situations are nuanced, so viewing them as black and white oversimplifies the complexity of our experiences. Shifting to a more balanced perspective allows for growth and understanding. A helpful question to challenge all or nothing thinking is, what's my third option? Today, practice viewing the world in shades of gray. When you find yourself in a situation that feels extreme or overwhelming, take a step back. Ask yourself if the situation is truly as dire as it seems, or if there's more complexity beneath the surface. Yeah, that is really applicable to something that's been going on as of late for myself. Yeah, I think it's been rectified, but sometimes you just look. I think in color all the time, and that's very loud, and it's a lot. So, yeah, maybe just gotta like strip away all the extras in life or these big decisions. I get that. And slivers. The baker was the only one that appealed to me. Of course it did. But you have other options here. Maybe it'll show up in the next read. Shellcat, you want the mirror? Okay, I'll read the mirror. Give me 1 sec. Let me find it. The mirror's a good one. I'm always curious to see that one, what it says. So, oh, here we go. The mirror, and that is in the bottom. Here we go. Okay, so the mirror. Linking emotions to thoughts. Your thoughts influence your feelings. Your feelings influence your actions. Your actions create the life that you live. This is a quote, Teachings of Lao Tzu. Pay close attention to your emotional state today, especially when you experience strong feelings, whether positive or negative. When that happens, try to connect your thoughts with your emotions. For example, did thinking, I will never succeed, make you feel frustrated, while thinking, I did a good job, create a sense of pride? Our thoughts significantly influence our feelings, so try to identify any recurring thought patterns you often experience. So that is the mirror. Interesting. Huh. I'm a feelings person, so I totally get that as well. So there you go. So that's today's reading. That is, we did the coin, the mirror. Does anybody else want the flame? If not, we'll leave it there. We'll just come back and have a little chat before we go, obviously. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right. So I think that's for today. So now, before I go to the next thing, I'll just quickly open it so you can see. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We meet the condition. Yes, I'm going to do the cards. Don't worry. As I was about to swing over to the next scene, I'm like, wait, no, I got to show you the cards. Thank you. They're in hand. Okay. So let me just take these off the table so you can actually get a better view of them. Doopy-doopy-doo. All right. All right, so let me just, those are the regular ones, but I'll just throw them there. The other cards, actually, we'll put them out so you can see what they look like. You only get 4 of them. I'll get in a little closer, actually, so you can see. Doop, 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 doop. All right, let me see here. Boop. Boop. All right, there's the old mousy mouse. Yeah. Come on, mouse. Show us the things. Okay, so we'll go here first. Sorry, it's a little... The zoom function on this works really weird, but that's okay. So the dancers, which is choose one other face-up card on the board, move it to any open space. Then we have awareness. Look at the top 2 cards of the deck. Put them back on top in any order. And then we have these 2 here, which is forgiveness. Flip one other non-adjacent space, which is nice. And the Wanderer, move this card to any open space. They're so nice. Awareness is so pretty. I love it. Yeah, they're super nice. Like, I wonder if they have a full deck. So these are the cards that will get shuffled into the main deck. So as you can see with the main deck, there are no abilities or anything on them. These just give us that kind of added game element where it can play around with the tableau. Now, that's not the only envelope. So once we... Oh, I didn't know there was a third. Once we do another reading, so we'll do another reading tomorrow. Let me just see. I think it's what the requirements to get to the next envelope. So this is the next envelope. There's a 2. And there's a 3. So those are the only ones left. And those I'm assuming would have 4 cards. I don't know. They may have more. I'm trying to not ruin the surprise. Let me just check the... Let me check. So to get to waypoint 2... we need to have 7 or more face down. It was close today, but 7 or more face down. And then to waypoint 3, we need 8 or more face down. So, I mean, that's significant. I mean, we did a lot better today in getting that done, but we were more focused on other things last game. So, these are the cards. So, y'all can let me know if you're actually even interested in me doing another read tomorrow. Ideally, I was going to do a read with these cards tomorrow. and then we could go from there. So let me swing back over into this area. Yoink. All right. Not smooth, but we'll get there. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know. What do you think? Do you all want to see more of that game? I'll do another one tomorrow. Ugh, let me scooch my little buns over. I'll do another one tomorrow. Read with the new cards. Oh, I know, Chelgat, but I love having you in the chat. I mean, everybody here is great, so everyone's really helpful. Yeah, you want to do another one? Okay, cool. That's great. I mean, I enjoy doing them, so I'm happy that if you all want to see it. So, Slivers, I think this would appeal a lot to people who do tarot card readings. Yeah, so, I mean, I do my own. That's what I was saying before. I'm not, like, amazing at it, but I just do it for myself. I know Chelcat was also talking about being interested in that as well. But you're right, yeah, and just maybe because I like to do also solo RPGs, which have some reflection if you're doing journaling. And I know when I played with Steph, she also really enjoyed it. But I'm that type of person. Like, I like to think things through. And how does this apply? And I'll find meaning in something. If it's like, if I can find meaning in the card, oh, like this relates, I will do that and create that story. But I like that. But you're right, Slivers, definitely for people who like those kind of tarot card readings. So, okay, cool. I'll do it tomorrow as well. And we'll incorporate the new cards. Again, don't be shy if you want to see a card somewhere when I do it tomorrow. No pressure, though, at all. I can just make the call. And Chelcat, it'll be up if you want to catch it. And then from there tomorrow, if you would like me to do another one, I will. If not, that's cool. Now you know the game and you can always check it out as well. So, yeah. So that'll be tomorrow at lunch. Lunchtime is great for me because I don't know what it is. I'm getting older and at nighttime I'm just so tired. I mean, I'm literally in bed. I'm like playing video games. I'm like falling asleep. I'm like, hey, I've just died in this game 3 times because I fell asleep with the controller in my hand. If I'm at the computer, it's worse. So, yeah, but this weekend, Suzanne and I are doing a game. Saturday morning, I'll say Eastern times or later morning. It's around 11. And Sunday, Brian and I will be streaming the video game Split Fiction. So it's a 2-person game, split screen. They also did It Takes Two and No Way Out. And we both played those as well. Not on stream, but we played those off stream. And honestly, it's really good. Chelcat, I actually think you would really like this. The rest of you too. Actually, anybody in here? Even you, Slivers, I think you would enjoy this. I don't know if you played the other games, but I'm serious. Like, so if you're around on Sunday, even if you pop in for like 5 minutes. So yeah, Split Fiction. That's what I'm talking about. What did I say? Did I say something else? No, seriously. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh, I hope I haven't been saying something else. Yeah, Split Fiction. I can guarantee I probably said something else. Okay, so yes, that's what we'll be playing. Brian and I are playing that starting Sunday on the stream. We've been playing off stream, but we'll start from the beginning so everybody on the stream can see it. So, yeah. Chelcat, my partner asked me if I wanted to play. Oh, okay, Split Fiction last night, and I was humming and hawing over whether I enjoy the fast-paced platforming. I don't know. I feel like you would like the theme. I mean, I don't know you very well. I just know you from the streams, and I think you would like the theme of the game. I really think it's really smart and it's really fun. Like, there are some parts you'll hear me on the stream, like, I'm like, I mean, the pigs farting. Actually, I need to post about that because that was funny. I'm gonna post a little video. It's hilarious. Was fun. I don't know. I think you might like it. I may be wrong. And Slivers is saying Split Fiction is much more arcadey than their previous games. Okay, yeah, I would agree. That's true. It's definitely not in the same vein as No Way Out. No Way Out, which I did very well at, by the way, even with the twist. But it is definitely not as like calm, relax, I guess, as It Takes Two. But I like it. I think I like the whole writing theme, like stealing the ideas and that sort of thing. I don't know. I really enjoy it. Okay, I didn't realize Bram Beard Gaming is playing it. Yeah, we just opted to just jump into it recently. So Sunday night we'll probably do a play. So if you want to check it out, but if your partner plays, oh yeah, you can check it out there. Okay. I don't know. See how it goes. I'm playing it you'll get a good laugh, Slivers. Between Brian and I, one of us, it's like, usually it's me, but there have been a few times where it's like Brian's doing a thing, and he's like, I can't get it, or I'm doing a thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I not making this jump? Like, seriously. It's great, and I know you'll love it, because there's a fair amount of dying going on. Oh gosh. But anyway, I should probably get to a meeting, which is happening very shortly. Thank you all for joining me, and I we'll be back here tomorrow at lunch. Join in and we'll do another fun reading, okay? Did it put... Sorry, Slivers. I had to throw on this, like, moderator thing, and it's real touchy, I've noticed. So, I know you weren't putting anything inappropriate, so I have to revisit that. I just had someone I had to deal with, and it was just, when I do this by myself, I have to throw that on. So, oh no. And he might not even be able to hear me. I'm sorry. But chaos. Oh, it's the exclamation marks. Okay, I am an exclamation marks person, so unacceptable that it timed you out. I want him to come back before it throws I go off, so it's not in a bad note. Okay, you could hear me. Perfect. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I don't know. I don't use these tools, but I threw it on, and now I realize it's like wild. But anyway, I do like the excitement. So thank you, and hopefully we'll get to see you then. Okay, so tomorrow, 12 Eastern time. Chellcat, we won't see you. We will miss you, but we'll see you again, I'm sure, on another stream. Y'all have a wonderful day. Go take a walk. I mean, it's nice out here. I don't know if it's nice out where you are, but yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Bye.